In this life, we tend to forget to leave behind the things that make us who we are because we're so busy trying to keep up with the world, with what we think we need. We are told, and sometimes we tell ourselves that we need a big home or we need a special car or a certain amount of things to be living to a normal standard. But through my experiences, I find that it doesn't take much to truly be happy, and that we shouldn't sell ourselves and lose ourselves trying to, pursue the things that we think will make us happy, only to get those things and be dissatisfied shortly after. It's the little things in life that bring the most joy. The company of good friends, the feeling of cool air, the food you like. Because I've seen people with beautiful talents that can create things that only they can create. And they leave that behind just so they can keep up with what the world wants them to. The typical things of life. They stop drawing, they stop creating, they stop mastering, and they leave that part of themselves behind to keep up. We're all special, and there's only one of us. No one can do the things the same way we do it. No one can create the same thing the way you create it. No one can draw the same way you can. No one can sing the way you can. No one can think the way you can. You're beautiful and you're unique. And you're special in more ways than you realize. And we spend so much time selling ourselves short, trying to be certain things, and we forget that we have so much special about us already. And sometimes when we do lose ourselves, we should remember that we are the source of ourselves because we are ourselves at the end of the day. If we think that we're far gone, we're never too far gone because we always still have ourselves. The source of you is always there. Think about what you like, what you love, the things that make you you, the colors you like, the sounds you like, the people you like, the shapes you like. And when you think about all of those things, you remember that you're still the source of yourself. So if you ever do feel like you've lost yourself, just remember you are the original source of yourself, and you can always find yourself again. It may take time. And another thing is I feel that we should learn to let go of the things that have hurt us, because all of us have trauma. All of us have things that have hurt us. These baggages of emotions, these things that have happened to us, these horrible things that shouldn't happen to anybody, but they happen. They happen to you. They've happened to me. But if we spend our whole lives defining ourselves based on these things that have happened to us, based on these wrongs that have been done to us, we'll never be able to grow into our full potential. We need to understand that, accept that these things have happened to us, and then embrace them and move forward. Because if we define ourselves based on our trauma, then we're limiting ourselves. because you won't let yourself go to a certain place because this happened to you there. You can't enjoy a certain beautiful song because it happened in a certain circumstance. And you end up missing things, great things, potential friends, potential futures, potential, a lot of potential things. I'm speaking off my mind here, if you couldn't already tell. I have no script. I'm just speaking from the heart, from the mind, from what I know. Sometimes when we speak, it's nice to just have a moment of silence, to gather our thoughts, to speak slowly and consider what we say. So many of us now, we can't focus on one thing for too long. We have to have numerous things happening around us to keep us entertained whilst we do our thing, you know. And I feel like we should, even it may be hard at first, we should slow down and try to focus on one thing at a time sometimes, because I feel that's more healthy for us. Sometimes we won't watch a movie. I used to have this friend, wonderful person by the way. It was hard for him to watch older movies with me because I'm a fan of older movies. And as you know, some old movies are black and white, and they don't really have very much for special effects or obviously colors because they're black and white. And they're made to a lower, I wouldn't say that they're lower quality, because the story writing in these older movies can be very spectacular, could be very wonderful. Compared to a modern movie full of colors and constant happenings every other second, older movies don't quite have such a thing. They are in the moment. Such as, for an example, the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's an old Clint Eastwood movie. Movie's very long. And there's this whole scene where these two gentlemen sit down and they're eating. And it's not a sped up scene where it's back and forth. The camera just sits there still while they completely take their time to eat and talk to each other. And it's like a 4 or 5 minute scene. And my my good friend, he couldn't handle it. He thought it was too slow. And sometimes I'm also guilty of impatience as well. But I feel it healthy for us to slow down and to hear things out, even if it does bore us. Because it's good for us to, you know, too many things going at you too fast isn't good for you. Too much knowledge and stimulation. Sometimes it's the quality over the quantity. Because when you take time to absorb something without 5 other things happening in the background, you get more out of it. You get more quality of that experience. When you listen to a song by yourself and just focus just on that song, it sounds so much more. There's more of a richness to it. There's more of a vibrance to the music. It absorbs into your soul better. And that's the same with books and with movies. And I see these things where, like, there will be people talking like me, but sped up, and they'll have like some Subway Surfers nonsense on the screen and modern brain rot, So like, it can be hard to focus because the way I'm recording this now, like, I will listen to things like this and I'll also be playing a video game or something. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I also get, but I feel that we should take time to really absorb things and appreciate things more, and take time to understand other people, and take time to care about other people, because sometimes even the people that are mean to us, even the people that aren't the greatest people, they simply don't understand. They don't know any better. Some people do know better, or you would think they would know better, And you could see that some do truly know better, but when you really understand people, you realize they still don't know any better. They just may have a higher understanding of what they're doing, but if they truly knew better, then they wouldn't be taking those courses of action. Because once you truly learn how to be and learn sympathy and empathy for others, then you learn to be composed. You learn how to treat other people and understand other